One of the most remarkable interviews that I ever did in my many years of interviewing authors and rock stars and athletes and spiritual gurus, etc. One of the most amazing ones I'll never forget is with Dave Pelzer. As a matter of fact, I had a chance to interview Dave probably 3 or 4 times over the years, and he is the author of his first book, was called A Child Called It, and it is a remarkable story. I think there's 3 or 4 books in the series, and it's incredible, a true life story about what he went through as a young child. And in a synopsis, you'll have to read the book because it's so incredibly compelling, especially where he got to in life. But he was chained as a young boy and called it. His mom did not refer him by his name, Dave or David or anything like that. He was called it when he was finally freed. If I remember the story correctly, the state of California said that it may have been the worst case of child abuse in the history of the state. Think about that. And here's the remarkable part of the story. When I talked to Dave, it was incredible that he had forgiven his mom. He had gone past forgiveness, as a matter of fact, and was loving his mom. And that's incredible, isn't it? Doesn't that tell you so much about human nature? You may be sitting here watching this and thinking, and I'm going to ask you this question: who are you holding victim with your resentments? Who do you have a grudge against? Who are you not willing to forgive? When we think of stories like Dave Pelzer, we've got to, and I implore you to do this, we've got to look inside and say, who is it that I'm trying to hold hostage in regards to an event that happened yesterday or 10 years ago or 40 years ago? Because, as it's often so said in our forgiveness work, we need to forgive for ourselves first. Isn't that amazing? Now, it's a fact and it's true. When we forgive someone else for something that they have done to us that has hurt us financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it might be, we think that we're letting that person off the hook. But it's not the case at all. As a matter of fact, we're letting ourselves off the hook when we're willing to go and do the work that Dave Pelzer did. And I remember during our interviews, what was really remarkable to me is that he had truly no resentments coming through. I mean, thinking about what he went through as a child, and to sit during this interview and to be so candid and so calm and so loving was an unbelievable experience for me to experience. And whenever I sit and think about a resentment or an anger I have at a past lover or at a past business partner or a neighbor from the past or whatever it might be, I have to look within and say, I'm doing more damage to myself right now than to that person by holding on to this resentment. And these series of YouTube videos are meant to do the same for you. Like, I want you to explore your inner world. And I want you to think about people, places, events that you're still frustrated with, you're still unhappy about. And go inside and practice daily the art of letting go. One of the ways that I do this, as a matter of fact, I'm working with a woman right now who has a lot of resentment against her former husband, and we're going through once a week forgiveness letters. And we started 4 or 5 weeks ago, and at first she didn't even want to write the letters. And as I shared with her stories like of Dave Pelzer and myself and other people I've worked with, she has softened some, and now she's into her 2nd or 3rd week of forgiveness letters, and it's starting to make a difference in the way that she treats her former husband, and especially the way she treats herself. You see, when we let ourselves off the hook and forgive someone else and let them go, we are the ones that truly benefit. So I'm going to leave you with this thought today. Write down who you have resentment against. It could be a girlfriend or a guy friend that gossiped about you. It could be someone that borrowed money that never paid it back. It could be someone that took you through the ringer in a divorce proceedings. It could be, who knows, a former boss. Write down their name on a piece of paper. Write a letter of forgiveness to them once a week. Same time, same day. You may say Saturdays at 9 a.m. And you watch your life shift. You watch that resentment let go. You watch that hardened part of yourself open up, and watch your world shift in the most beautiful way possible. I guarantee it'll work. If I can help you in any way whatsoever, and pick up that book, A Child Called It, if you haven't read it yet, contact me at talkdavid.com. My work is for your work as well, helping you to reach higher levels of growth. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye now.